Have you ever spent hours saving beautiful rooms online? Maybe you've created Pinterest boards, saved Instagram posts, taken screenshots, collected dozens of ideas for your home. At first, it feels productive. The more inspiration you collect, the closer you feel to creating a beautiful space. But eventually, something strange happens. The ideas keep growing. The saved images keep growing. Yet the room itself doesn't get any clearer. You start seeing styles that don't match, colors that compete with each other, furniture you like but don't know how to combine. And instead of feeling more confident, you feel more overwhelmed. The problem usually isn't a lack of inspiration. Most people already have more inspiration than they need. The problem is not knowing how to turn all those ideas into clear design decisions. Beautiful rooms aren't created by collecting ideas. They're created by making connected decisions. And that's the part most people are never taught. Because what you really want isn't more inspiration. You want a home that feels calm and comfortable. A space that feels cohesive, intentional, and finally complete. You want to feel confident before buying more furniture, making more changes, or spending more money on things that may not solve the problem. What you're really looking for is clarity. What if the solution isn't finding more inspiration? What if the solution is learning how to understand your room before changing it? That's the idea behind the beautiful space system. Instead of starting with furniture, colors, or trends, the system helps you start with something much more important: understanding. Understanding how the room is used, understanding the people who live there, understanding what's actually working and what isn't, understanding the feeling you want the space to create. Once those things become clear, design decisions become much easier. Instead of guessing, you begin making decisions with purpose. Instead of copying ideas, you begin creating a clear direction. And that's where real confidence starts. Not from talent, not from expensive furniture, but from having a process that helps you understand your room before making changes. The beautiful space system provides a practical framework for understanding your room step by step. Using the system, guided worksheets, and room checklists, you'll begin seeing your space more clearly. You'll learn how to identify what's working, what's not, and where your biggest opportunities are. You'll create a clearer design direction, make more confident decisions, and avoid many of the costly mistakes that happen when decorating without a plan. Because beautiful rooms rarely happen by accident, they're usually the result of thoughtful decisions working together toward the same goal. The beautiful space system was created to help everyday homeowners approach design with more clarity and confidence. Not so you can become an interior designer, but so you can create a home that feels more intentional, more functional, and more beautiful. Because your home doesn't need more inspiration, it needs a clear direction. If you're ready to stop guessing and start designing with more clarity, confidence, and fewer costly mistakes, the beautiful space system was created for you. Start designing your home with intention today. The beautiful space system brings together everything you need to understand your home more clearly and make more intentional design decisions. Using the ebook as your main reference, along with guided videos, worksheets, and room checklists, you'll move through the system step by step. You'll begin seeing your space more clearly. You'll learn how to identify what's working, what's not, and where your biggest opportunities are. You'll create a clearer design direction, make more confident decisions, and avoid many of the costly mistakes that happen when decorating without a plan. Because beautiful rooms rarely happen by accident, they're usually the result of thoughtful decisions working together toward the same goal. The beautiful space system wasn't created to teach you how to become an interior designer. It was created to help you approach your own home with more clarity, confidence, and intention. Because your home doesn't need more inspiration. It needs a clear direction. This YouTube series is designed to guide you through the entire beautiful space system, one lesson at a time. Over the next 11 lessons, you'll learn how to understand your room, identify what isn't working, plan your layout, choose colors with confidence, develop your own style, and make better design decisions step by step. These lessons are completely free to watch here on YouTube. If you'd like to apply each lesson to your own home as you learn, you can download the free Room Clarity exercise using the link below. And if you want a complete step-by-step workbook to guide your decisions, you'll also find the beautiful space system, including the 280-page visual guide, practical worksheets, and checklists. Now, let's begin with Lesson 1.